In the worlds beyond imagination, legends are reborn and new stories awaken. From neon-lit cities to haunted ruins, these are the games that will define the future. So grab your headset, hit that like, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys. Because what's coming next is pure gaming destiny. At number 10, we descend beneath the city lights into a world where monsters wear human faces and immortality comes at a terrible cost. This is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Seattle at midnight. The rain never stops. Neon glows off wet pavement, and every shadow hides a secret older than time. You awaken, hungry, lost, and changed. Not quite human, not yet in control. You've joined the eternal war, where ancient clans whisper in dark alleys and blood is more valuable than gold. Every choice you make shapes the underworld. Betray one faction, empower another, and rewrite the balance of power that's kept the night at peace. Until now. This isn't just about survival. It's about control, temptation, and the hunger that never ends. Will you rule with charm or chaos? Will you cling to your fading humanity or embrace the predator within? Every conversation, every gesture drips with danger. Every heartbeat you hear might be your next meal. With next-gen visuals, immersive storytelling, and a city that feels alive, Bloodlines 2 returns as a dark masterpiece of consequence. You don't just play a vampire, you become one. The city breathes with secrets. Alliances crumble in whispers. And beneath the moonlight, the masquerade must never fall. Because when humans learn the truth, it's not war that follows, it's extinction. So hide your hunger, smile through the lies, and remember, in the end, blood always tells the truth. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, where eternity is both a gift and a curse. At number 9, we drift into the void, where humanity clings to hope against machines that never sleep. This is Ark Raiders, a world shattered, the stars silent, and the skies haunted by mechanical invaders known only as the Ark. You're one of the Raiders, a survivor, scavenger, soldier of the last resistance. Armed with courage and whatever scrap you can salvage from the ruins. Every battle feels desperate. Every victory feels earned. Embracer's Embark Studios crafts a breathtaking mix of third-person combat and survival. Physics-based warfare turns chaos into beauty. Grenades curve through wind, drones fall from orbit, and every fight feels like a storm on the edge of oblivion. The soundtrack hums with rebellion. The visuals? A painter's dream mixed with a soldier's nightmare. You don't fight for glory, you fight because there's no one else left. With friends beside you and the universe above, you face the impossible. Again and again, until the sky belongs to humanity once more. It's not about defeating machines. It's about remembering what it means to be human. Because even in the darkest night, the light that survives isn't artificial. It's us. This is Ark Raiders, a war between stars, steel, and the stubborn hope that refuses to die. At number 8, the world is at war, and legends are just being born. This is Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra. The year is chaos, the world burns, and evil hides behind science, power, and ambition. Before the Avengers, before a S.H.I.E.L.D., there were two men on opposite sides of the same destiny. Captain America and Black Panther, bound by honor, divided by duty. Their paths collide in the heart of Hydra's empire, a fortress of madness built on fear. Skydance's cinematic vision brings a war-torn Marvel universe to life. Every bullet, every heartbeat rendered with raw emotion. Unreal Engine 5 delivers not just realism, but weight. You feel every impact, every sacrifice. This is a story of courage and conflict, of two heroes fighting the same enemy in different ways. While Captain America leads the charge, T'Challa's grandfather stalks the shadows, silent, precise, unstoppable. The question isn't who wins, it's who survives what comes next. Hydra's rise will shape the future of heroes, and in the smoke and ruins of 1943, a legacy begins, written in blood, forged in sacrifice, and remembered forever. This is war. This is Marvel's past, reborn. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, where every victory costs more than it's worth. At number 7, we enter the future that once felt distant and find it staring right back at us. This is Deus Ex Remastered, a rebirth of a legend where man merges with machine and morality becomes a luxury. Neon lights flicker across rain-soaked streets. The world's divided between those who augment and those left behind. The line between human and weapon has vanished. You are J.C. Denton, an agent born of science, haunted by questions that no code can answer. freedom, control, destiny, each redefined by the system that watches everything. Reimagined in Unreal Engine 5, this isn't just a visual overhaul, it's an awakening. Shadows breathe, AI adapts, and the city pulses with paranoia. Every decision reshapes the world, alliances crumble, lies unfold, and conspiracies grow like infection beneath the surface. The remaster resurrects the atmosphere that defined a genre: cyberpunk tension, moral complexity, and a soundtrack that vibrates with rebellion. You're not just playing a game, you're questioning existence itself. And when the neon fades, when the lies collapse, you'll have to face the truth humanity feared most. We didn't lose control, we gave it away. Welcome back to Deus Ex, where the future was written in code, and the code became us. At the 6th spot, we step into a world both beautiful and broken. This is Code Vein 2, a symphony of sorrow and survival. The mist has thickened, the lost have returned, and the world once consumed by bloodlust is reborn, darker, sharper, more haunting than ever. You awaken as a revenant, cursed to live, cursed to hunger, cursed to fight for a world that's already gone. Every swing of your blade echoes through tragedy. Every battle feels personal, a dance of steel, blood, and determination. Unreal Engine 5 paints a new Gothic masterpiece. Cathedrals bathed in crimson light, ruins whispering forgotten names, companions bound by pain and purpose. You'll forge bonds, break them, and rebuild what's left of hope. But the deeper you go, the more the truth devours you. This sequel amplifies everything fans loved: faster combat, deeper customization, and emotional storytelling that cuts to the bone. The beauty of this world hides the horror beneath, and the question lingers like a wound that won't heal. How much of your soul will you trade to survive? This is not just a return. It's an evolution where style meets sorrow, and every victory tastes like loss. Welcome back to Code Vein 2, a world where even monsters dream of redemption. At number 5, we unsheathe the claws and unleash the beast within. This is Marvel's Wolverine. In the rain-soaked alleys of Madripoor, a man walks alone, scarred, silent, and simmering with rage. He doesn't seek glory, only peace. But peace doesn't want him. Insomniac Games, the studio behind Spider-Man, brings a darker, grittier vision to life, a story of blood, redemption, and the price of survival. You play not as a hero, but as a man haunted by violence, a weapon built to kill, learning to live again. Every slash, every grunt, every breath, it's raw. The world reacts to your fury. Enemies fear you before they fall, and when the claws come out, it's already too late. Set in a cinematic world that bleeds style and brutality, Wolverine's tale cuts deep, not just into enemies, but into his soul. This isn't about saving the world, it's about saving himself. Through bone, metal, and memory, he fights to find what's left of the man inside the monster. And when the final drop of blood falls, you'll know, heroes aren't born, they're forged in pain. This is Wolverine, feral, relentless, unstoppable. Now on number 4, we descend into the dark, where memory fades and survival is all that remains. This is Resident Evil Requiem. A city once silent now screams again. Ruins whisper the stories of those who didn't make it. And beneath the ashes, something new awakens. Something intelligent, something cruel. Umbrella's sins never truly died. They evolved. And humanity stands on the edge, again. Every shadow holds secrets. Every corridor hides something that breathes just out of sight. You move through the dark with trembling light, every footstep echoing your heartbeat. The air is heavy, the walls wet with decay. And the monsters? They're no longer mindless. They're learning, watching, waiting. Capcom returns with next-gen horror, redefining fear through dynamic lighting, sound, and haunting realism. Your choices matter. Every bullet counts. Every scream feels too real. This isn't just survival horror. It's a requiem for humanity. A dirge for the world we once knew. As the infection spreads once more, you'll face the same question every survivor must. What does it mean to be human when humanity itself is dying? Welcome to the Nightmare Reborn. Welcome to Resident Evil Requiem. At the 3rd spot among the stars and the absurd, we find the Outer Worlds 2. In this twisted galaxy, morality is optional, and greed is eternal. Corporations run the cosmos. Propaganda replaces truth. And you're just another pawn, unless you decide otherwise. Obsidian returns, sharper, wittier, and more unapologetically chaotic than ever. A brand new solar system awaits, filled with satire, danger, and opportunity. From lawless moons to glittering colonies, every decision carves your place in this corporate comedy of errors. Will you play the hero? The villain? Or just the loudest rebel in the room? Every dialogue drips with irony. Every weapon feels ridiculous, yet deadly. And every moral choice? It's a punchline, until it isn't. Visually breathtaking, darkly hilarious, The Outer Worlds 2 turns rebellion into art, mocking greed, ambition, and human stupidity, all while letting you rewrite the script. In this world, freedom has a price, and laughter hides pain. So choose your path wisely, or chaotically. Either way, you'll leave your mark across the stars. Because here, in the endless void of ambition, you are the joke, the weapon, and the revolution. Now on number 2, step into a realm where monsters walk beside men, and legends breathe again. This is The Witcher 4 Polaris, a new saga, born from the ashes of destiny. The continent stands on the edge of chaos. Kingdoms crumble, prophecies whisper, and a new Witcher rises beneath the dying stars. You are no hero. You are a blade tempered by blood, forged in loss, and sharpened by fate itself. Unreal Engine 5 breathes life into every storm, every forest, every haunted ruin. The wind howls through forgotten temples, and somewhere in the dark, destiny stirs once more. Every contract is more than a job. It's a moral reckoning. Who will you save? Who will you sacrifice? The lines between good and evil blur until even the gods look away. Geralt's legend may fade, but his shadow lingers. A new era dawns. New monsters, new chaos, new hearts to break. Steel meets sorcery, courage meets corruption, and every choice burns its mark across your soul. This is not the end of the Witcher's tale. It's the rebirth of myth itself. When the final sword falls silent and the last monster breathes its dying roar, you'll know the path never ends. At number 1, we begin with the titan of open worlds, Grand Theft Auto V6. In the shimmering chaos of Vice City, neon lights flicker across oceans of sin, wealth, and betrayal. 2 lives, 2 fates, collide under one unforgiving sky. Lucia and Jason, bound by loyalty, driven by desperation. Their choices? They don't just change their lives, they shape the city itself. Every street hums with stories. Every corner bleeds ambition. From the golden beaches to the broken alleys, danger breathes beside you. Crowds react. Police evolve. The city remembers what you've done. Rockstar Games returns. Not with a sequel, but with a revolution. A living world, pulsing, relentless, unpredictable. The heat of Vice City beats in every light, every sound, every betrayal whispered in the dark. This is more than crime. It's consequence. More than a heist. It's a legacy waiting to be written. As the sun rises over skyscrapers and sirens scream through the night, one truth remains. Power always comes with a price. So how far will you go to own the city that never sleeps? Welcome to Grand Theft Auto V6, where ambition burns brighter than daylight and loyalty dies faster than trust. And there you have it, the ultimate glimpse into tomorrow's worlds. Each title, a promise of power, story, and emotion that will reshape how we play. From forgotten gods to futuristic cities, from blood-soaked nightmares to heroic destinies, the next era of gaming has already begun. But the journey doesn't end here. Your voice matters. Which game are you most excited for? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss what's next in the world of epic gaming. The future awaits. Will you answer the call?